All right, we're live. Intro commercial. Mr. JC.
Top of the morning, fellas. Top of the morning. Here we go again. How y'all doing?
Doing all right.
Great.
How you doing this morning, brother?
Can't complain. I woke up again.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm
Today is
good. Great
March
morning. Great morning.
March 19th, y'all.
You didn't ask me how I'm doing.
How you doing, Mr. Walk? My bad.
I'm good, my brother. It's been a good, productive week. Got a few
That's
things
right.
done.
That's
Took
right.
a test this week. Got a 40 out of 40.
All right. Look at that.
Yeah.
Who said black men ain't smart, man? What y'all talking about out there, man?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a big paycheck right there, homie.
It's like that.
Not yet, but hopefully.
Nah, mentally, that's a big paycheck, homie.
Okay.
Indeed.
It's like
You know
that.
what I mean? Everything don't need to be financial.
Ooh.
True. Right.
But today's March 19th, y'all. 2022. Appreciate y'all tapping into the Focus Up podcast show. You know, up top I got my man Mr. Floyd X. At the bottom I got my man Mr. Walk Walk. Appreciate LeBread Trucker Towing for tapping in with us this morning. Um, you know, like I was saying, we got some good topics to talk about this weekend, like always. I don't know how y'all want to go about. Y'all want to start off with the rapping situation on how this thing is going with our youth today, or y'all want to go to the other topic
We,
at
we
hand?
did you get the meme? Well, or the he didn't get it. But yeah. Well, let me start it off. Are rappers good role models? That's what we're gonna start off with.
Okay.
Key word in this question is are. Are they good role models? My answer, no.
Hmm.
I don't think so. Because especially with today's music and rap, they talking about exactly what not to do.
Hmm.
Because everything they talking about will land your ass in jail for a very long time. Like that's just plain and simple. But we know that our children listen to this music as young as 5, 4, 6 years old. They know every lyric word for word.
Hmm.
They see these rappers, jewelry, ice, baby, all that, gold, diamonds in the teeth. It looks good. But what they're talking about, they got a place for that butt. It's called prison.
Hmm.
If you acting out what they're doing. So that's as far as them being role models, I don't see it.
Okay.
I mean, my view on that, I think you're right. Uh, it seems like our culture is. It seems like we're putting out the blueprint on how to go to jail faster.
Hmm.
You understand what I mean? It's like it's kind of a subliminal way to tell our youth, okay, this is what you need to do if you want to go to jail. And they make it sound so cool in the rap songs to where even me, I saw myself doing certain things. NWA came out, you know, the G rides, you know what I mean? All of that, it seemed like everything that they were rapping about back in the day, with NWA, I kind of dabbled in, you know, because of I guess because of what was being played on the radio. I thought it was cool.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? And it's just when you listen to other music, you listen to country, you listen to any other music besides ours and the Hispanics, we're talking straight destruction.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? We're talking straight self destruction. Um, and I don't know, man. I don't know if it's gonna be a way for us to kind of stop stop the I guess stop the words that's being put out on the radio, man. That's not really serious for our kids to listen to. Um, Freedom of speech is one thing, you know, and how many times do we got to hear about a man with jewelry on, about a man with the finest broads? You know what I mean? How many times we got to hear that on the radio for us to understand? Okay, I see what you got. Okay, your second album, what you got now? Your third album, what you got now? And they so slick with it to where they rap about the same thing in all their music with a different beat, in a different way of saying it.
Yeah, my opinion on it is two sides to it. We know that some rappers are good role models, and some are not, but the prevailing one is the one that are not. And I mean, as a youth, when we was young, what did we chase after, or who did we listen to? Like I know we had the positive Public Enemy, Karis One, and then we had the negative NWA, and we had a choice to listen to either one. So today's rappers, today's youth have a choice to listen to either one. They got say Kendrick Lamar, mainly J. Cole, as far as a popular or good rapper that's positive. It's mainly J. Cole, the one that comes to mind for me. But then you got all these other negatives, the Baby and the ones that's, talking about killing NBA Youngboy and stuff like that. And they got a choice on who they could listen to. So as far as them being role models, they just being themselves. They too young. I think the rappers are too young to even early in the age. Yeah, they don't understand which one they are. You know what I'm saying? They just out there doing their thing. They was influenced. I'm about to say this rap, and people start gravitating to it. And so I mean, they can become good role models. Go ahead, Walter.
I mean, and it's kind of weird. Like here we are, was the main ones banging at NWA gangsta.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. First nigga that I saw, I hit him in the jaw. It sounds good. Like we was living that.
Hell yeah.
And you see how excited I got when you saw that say that part. You know what I mean? That just shows you how.
But wait, but look at us here. And as older men, I'm gonna say over 30. I'll just say over 30.
That's fair.
Over 30 years old, we're like talking about gangster rap. Like, not that it's bad. I'm not gonna say it's bad, but they're not role models. But that just shows our growth in just the growth, and maybe it takes a while for them to grow as well. Maybe, you know what I'm saying, NBA Youngboy, when he get in, I'm gonna say over 30. When he gets over 30, he's gonna be like, yo, do what's right, kids, and don't be listening to all that type of crazy music. Crazy stuff.
But what the truth is, some of us made it past that phase, but some of us didn't. Some of us are in jail right now because we was influenced by that rap music. And some of us made it past that. We didn't end up in jail behind it. So, it's
that's true as hell.
Yeah.
Because like I remember me and you, we had that conversation like when we was in high school, just listening to NWA, like we was thinking like, we need a gun.
Yeah.
We need, like, why we don't have a gun? Like, because I just thought like you need a gun.
Yeah.
And we got a gun.
Okay, but we got a question. Mr. Williams asks, what do you think about Christian rappers? Is that are those positive rappers?
I'm gonna be honest. Never heard it.
Hey,
never heard it.
It's a cat that I ran past on Instagram, and Christian rapper, right?
Yeah.
The dude sounded cool, right? I'm gonna have to pull him up and share him with y'all when I run past it again. But that's like conscious rapping, I think Nipsey Hussle, what he was trying to do with Kendrick Lamar was a good thing, because he was trying to cross the boundaries of conscious rap and gangster rap. You understand what I mean? And when I heard Kendrick Lamar rap, it kind of opened my eyes to okay, I see where this brother's coming from. You know what I mean? And then when Nipsey Hussle got on the microphone, and rapped about his background. Okay, I see where this brother is coming from. And at the same time, it gave me options to say, oh, okay, I can live like this or I can live like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I
it's
only,
definitely. Go ahead.
I only know two Christian rappers though that I could name. Is Lecrae, and I don't listen to his music. And I would say that Kanye West is a Christian rapper. He made a whole Christian album called Jesus or something like that, right? Or Jesus is King. Kanye West is a Christian rapper. I'm gonna say that.
Wow. I mean, I mean, in order for that to, I can't even see how you would be able to get Christian rap.
Jesus walks.
Hey, that song was banging.
Hey, it's a Christian rapper, man.
That song was banging. Don't get me wrong. I mean, it's just the way to. How do you go about getting Christian rap to be accepted in our community?
It gotta sound good.
You don't, man. You don't.
Sound good.
You don't. And like, here's the thing. Like I have heard some Christian. They got like Christian gangster rap. Like it's like some
Can you name any of it? Can you name one song?
I say my son. My son is he say I'm positive but street, something like that. That's his mantra. Okay. Like he's like, I'm positive but don't get it twisted. Like, you know. But
is Masan a role model?
I would say yeah to that brother. Okay. I would say because he putting the work in as far as he's there during the protest, getting arrested, all that. he's there on the front line for like with Trayvon Martin. I don't know what's going on with my voice, fellas. Yeah. Let me take a break.
All right.
You know, I had surgery a few months ago.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay. So Christian rap, man, I don't know. It's not mainstream. It's not out there. So I don't even think it's in the running to be considered whether it's a role model or not. Because the only people that's gonna listen to Christian rap is Christians. Because I'm atheist. I ain't listening to no Christian rap. I don't want to hear about Jesus Christ and saving my life. That's just me personally, you know. Damn, my voice going too. Hold on. Let me drink some water real quick. Excuse me.
You're a sinner. You are a sinner, my brother.
Nah. Christian rap, positive rap. I mean, it's out there for the youth to gravitate to if that's where they want to go. Like I know as far as the youth around me, like I know my son, he don't listen to rap music, so he's not influenced by it, as far as I could tell.
What do he listen to?
Nothing. He named some people I never heard of. I'd be like, what kind of music you listen to? He'll name something. I'll be like, I never heard that in my life. And then when he
have you heard it?
Yeah, when he play it, I don't know what it is. I don't know where to find that music. You know,
is it conscious?
No, it's what do you call that? It's like a positive vibe music, I guess you would say.
With no message.
Yeah, as far as I could tell.
Yeah,
but you know what the beautiful thing is with society today?
Yeah,
there's so many choices.
Yep.
Like as far as the gangster rap and the gospel, whatever, you have your choice. Like even the trash rap, the ones that can't rap.
Yeah.
Anything you want to listen to, like I make my own playlist, and lately I've been listening to like African music and like Wizkid and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But it's all out there. But I know that's on the mainstream. A lot of kids are looking at like the Baby, Drake, and rappers of that nature, and it's influencing them.
If we really paying attention, back in the day when NWA came out, right? We were still having gang violence back then, but it wasn't as heavy, right? But we were still having gang violence, right? At the same time, they didn't want NWA on the radio because of the message they were sending out, right? Right. So I'm at the point now, when did it become okay for the radio station start to playing gang banging music and we accept that?
Yeah.
Do they play gang banging music? Because when I listen to the radio,
That's all you. It's Nipsey Hussle. You got a lot of. You got. Yeah.
Okay.
And it's like
Yellow Hill. Yeah. You got the
He's on the
youngsters
radio?
out there
Play
representing.
him on the radio?
and
Yellow
look,
I don't know about the radio. I just know I hear him on the.
no,
on
they
the,
do. Well, not the homie Yellow Hill, but they do play like they play like everything. Chopper, the radio version, but the radio version sound like, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Sound like the dirty version, like that song with Young Blue, where he say, "Stop talking because you get my soft." That's how they do it on the radio.
Yeah.
I never
Stop
heard
talking so much you get my dick soft. Like,
Yeah. Real talk. And you know when I'm picking up the kids from the school at my job, right? And I'm putting on these radio stations, and I have to put it on 94.7 the wave. Because when I put it on these other radio stations like Nicki Minaj come on and these other artists, right? I got elementary kids behind me, man, mimicking these songs. And when the curse part come on, they don't say it, but you can hear it getting ready to come out their mouth.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Because they know I don't play that. You know what I mean? And it's like, when are we gonna start worrying about what we're pushing through our airwaves to our kids, man? Because we're old enough to understand and process, fiction from fact, right? But when you have kids growing up, minds still being developed, like ours was, and I think now it's a lot more choices for kids to make than it was for us.
Yeah.
If we wanted to make a phone call, how did we have to do it? Either pay phone or from the house.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Now they can make a phone call through text. They could get communication through text, social media, email.
So real quick, is Drake mainstream probably the most popular rapper right now? Is he positive or negative? Role model.
I would say negative because he's just a slick talker. You know what I mean? He's a slick talker, but he's talking about 3 ways with broads, and you know what I mean?
Right.
It's the way it's how he's saying it and how he's putting his message out.
Okay.
It may not sound how would you say aggressively.
It's not vulgar.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But at the same time, the way he's wording his raps, you know what I mean? If you really paying attention to what this brother is saying, he's saying some slick stuff like, yeah, I put myself out there like that, but I still get down like that.
Okay.
But here's the thing with that. I recently had a conversation with my daughter and my ex about that. It's like, but I use the, I'm not really too religious, but I use the religion. That's like, Drake is going to hell. And the girls he talking about, they're going to hell. They're lesbians.
Yeah.
It's in the Bible.
That's your daughter said that?
No, that's what I say to her.
You say, oh, okay.
And they on the, people are just being people if that's what they want to do. Well, it's in the Bible. So Drake is going to hell. And the girls on girls are going to hell too.
That's an interesting way to put it, man.
But I'm doing it. She's young, but these kids are listening to it like it's no big deal. Like it's like, you say you're a lesbian, well, me too. That's a good line. I like that line, but that's what Drake say.
Yeah.
Hey, no, I'm at my job, right? And this girl just come out the blue and said, I kissed the girl. That song that Katy Perry sang, right?
Yeah.
And I looked over at it and I'm like, I said, whoa. I'm just singing a song. I'm like singing a song. And she said it again. I kissed the girl and whoop, 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 whoop. And not even gay, but she's playing around like she wants to experiment. And there was other girls around her. You know what I mean? I'm trying to figure out, why are you saying this? Yeah. And they're looking, all the girls are looking at each other. And I'm like, okay, this must be something else I don't know about. But at the same time, I'm just saying that kind of made me feel uncomfortable because me being a grown man, and you got some little girl talking about, I kissed the girl and woo, woo, woo. I'm like, I'm like, come on. That's like a little boy talking about, I kissed a boy. You sitting right next to me. I don't see a difference. You know what I mean? You're too young to be talking like that.
Word.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, the brother asked, is Will Smith considered a positive rapper? I think I don't even consider Will Smith a rapper anymore. And I know he's not influential in the sense of today's youth, you know what I'm saying? Except with that song that Jordan Lucas did about him.
Well, he did Summertime back in the day.
Yeah,
I mean, come on.
But
we was
yeah, we talking about today's youth.
Yeah,
yeah. Rappers.
That was a hit though.
Yeah, it was. Man.
But yeah, Doc Will Smith, nah, he ain't a conscious rapper. I don't see him.
Yeah, he's not right now. As far as a black man, definite.
Oh yeah, he's a positive black man. Hell yeah,
definite.
Yep. I take all my marriage tips from him.
All right, man. Don't get entangled.
Hey, this is a good segue. Good segue to the next topic, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We all ready to move on? We done with this one?
Yes, sir. We good. Everybody say what they want to say about it. We good. I'm good with it.
Yeah, we pretty much got an idea on where this rap situation is going right about now.
Where we at, Mr. JC?
So how y'all want to go about this next topic, man? Y'all want to move into what happened to the black family?
Yes, sir.
You know what? I don't know when it started. I want to say back in the 70s. I ain't gonna say what year, but I think a lot of it has to do with, I know from where I'm coming from, South Central Los Angeles, when the cocaine flooded the neighborhoods. It wasn't no jobs, and a lot of stuff just started falling apart. You know what I mean? I even think it's even worse now, man. You know what I mean? When it comes to the black family trying to raise, kids and a man and a wife in a household, it's very rare that you see that these days when it comes to black people, and I think you should applaud when you see a black family together because it ain't easy, man.
Yes, sir.
Definitely. Like, as far like with the black family, it's like you it is real rare to see a black family. Like normally you just see like a mother with a few kids and where daddy at, you know what I'm saying? Or where my baby daddy at. Like that's what it is. Well, your father coming over today. He coming to pick you up, Tyrone. Keisha, I don't know where your daddy at. No, I'm just kidding. but that's kind of how the dynamic
is. That's how I go though.
And even as me, when I was a single father, I was just a single father of two boys. And I used to get commended. People would be like, "Oh my God, you're such a great dad." I'm like, "But what? Taking care of my sons, like, is that some heroic shit? It ain't really that big of a deal."
Right.
But I was getting commended for that. And I was a single father out here, and people was looking at it. But that's not how a black family's supposed to be. A black family is supposed to be husband, wife, children.
Yeah. Yeah, the shit you did, it's admirable because the way you handled it, you know what I'm saying? So when people look at that, be like, wow, okay, he's stepping up. Just like what's that basketball? Gilbert Arenas. He was raised by his pops, you know what I'm saying? And it's when you hear the story, you're like, what? Your mom just busting. Your pops was there, it sounds powerful. I think that's what it is with the story. But
I am great. I am kind of great. I'm kidding. Focus up.
But yeah, but as far as the black family go, I think the problem, what happened was that too many choices became available. When they did the welfare, giving women welfare, they had a choice. They didn't have to have a man, you know what I'm saying? And then when men realized, I don't have to be there. I could go out and lay up with all these different women and I don't have to stay stationary in one place. So they made those choices, and that helped divide the black family, because I mean,
and they was like, I heard about where you couldn't even have a man in the house if you wanted to receive welfare. Well, it was really like, get your butt out of here. Now, you probably cheating on me anyway. I don't even need you here.
Yeah, the best example of that is that that old school movie Claudine, where they had to
yeah.
when the social worker come to the house, they had to get dressed. He had to get dressed and run out the house, and she walked around looking for men's clothing in the house, and she had like 5 children, and you know she depended on that welfare and stuff, and so that was like that was happening in that time in the 70s. So that's what happened to the family. Yes, sir.
I had a question though. Okay, like my man Mr. Walk said, dad comes by and picks up his kid, but he leaves 3 kids behind. Do y'all agree with that?
Hey, I think it's a choice, you know, because if
don't ask me.
What do you think? Do you think that's a fair thing for a man to do, knowing that the other kids' fathers are not in the picture, or do you think, you know?
I say it's his choice. I wouldn't judge him. It's his choice. If you don't want to deal with nobody else's children, you shouldn't have to. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
That's his choice.
Like, hey, you don't like every kid.
Real talk.
You do not like every kid, straight up. I done had some relationships ruined because I'm sorry, I didn't like your kid.
That's real.
I didn't like him.
Yeah.
He cried too much.
I had a question though. Say, you know, you're not in your kid's life. Say you're not in your kid's life, right?
Yeah.
And at the time, but then you got another dad coming by and picking up his kid, and he decides to not, you know, be there for your kid, even though he's in that other kid's life. How would that make you feel, knowing that, you know, your kid don't have nobody to help raise him, far as to be a man?
It wouldn't bother me in the least.
I know.
It don't bother me at all. I don't want you interacting with my child. You know what I'm saying? It don't bother me in the least.
Even if he had good intentions.
Wait, Mr. JC, let's put it in perspective. Like,
yeah,
I don't want to. I hate when people say it depends on the situation. That's kind of a cop out. But it's like, this is my son. I'm coming to pick my son. I don't have to pick y'all
Real talk.
up too.
Yeah.
Real talk.
Yeah.
Now, if I bring him a candy, I'll be like, here you go. It's the baby. Yeah, but if I'm coming to get my son or my daughter, hey, how you doing?
You owe them children nothing. you owe them children nothing.
Exactly.
You owe them nothing.
So you don't believe in a stepdad, huh?
Huh?
No, that's different when you live in a household.
Yeah, that's different.
If I live there, I'm slapping them upside the head just like I do my own. Yeah. But if I'm coming to visit, oh, man, you better. You don't even have to say hi. That's kind of me. I'm sorry.
Let's go.
I'm in a bad mood, man. My baby. No, let me stop.
But hey, man. But as far as the family goes, man, what happened? I know for me, I was determined to not have my family separate. I decided my children would never live under no other man's roof. So I made whatever I had to go through with my wife. I'll strive through it, and I did whatever it took to keep her there. You know, aside from threatening her, you know, she was free to go whenever she wanted to, but I tried to make it as comfortable as possible, and so that our household could remain intact. Because I had no desire to see my children visitations and stuff like that. And have to choose whether or not who they're gonna go be with for the holidays. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. I mean, you know, we had a good role model as far as like our father. Our father stuck it through.
Yep.
I mean, 51 years up till Mom's passed away. Rest in peace, Mom. It's like they was rocking and rolling in. And I'm sure that was Pops. Like, just me being in relationships and going through what I went through and going through. It ain't easy. It ain't easy. Like, I do commend you, big bro. Like, you, man. And my buddy, LeBred Trucking, Mr. Face. It's like, and John Boy, like, it's a lot of role models out there. Y'all some good role models as far as keeping that black family rocking. Yeah. Salute.
Now the brother, the LeBrea Trucker, they raise a good question. What if there's an issue with the other parents? Of course, you'd leave them. So if there's a issue, and let's say that was a cause of the family being broken up, and you know, as far as being a role model, if the parent is on crack or something like that, you know, how do you go about? What's your opinion on that sense? Okay. Now, if I look at somebody's children, I have a little more sympathy for them. Like, man, I know your father's on crack, your mother or whatever is on that stuff, and I would be more sympathetic in that situation. But if the father just not there because he don't want to be there, that shit is crazy, man.
Right.
But, okay, well, with that being said, if the kid don't have nothing to do with neither issue when it comes to the parent either being cracked out or the parent not being there, how is that on the kid for the kid to have to, do you get what I'm saying?
Because I would expect that the father, he's capable. If he's on drug dependent, I was gonna say the father. It's got to be the father. The father is capable because he's not out. Huh?
Yep.
What you say?
Not these days. He said.
Yeah. Okay. If the father's capable, that's what makes the difference. If he's incapable because he's strung out, okay, I have a little more sympathy towards the situation.
Well, I mean, let me say, this was a situation where a young lady I was dating. This was like, I must just say, about like maybe 15 years ago. When did me and my wife meet? I'm gonna say 15 years ago. It was a young lady I was dating, and her children, the father lived in that city, and he would she would drop them off, and he would be like, "I'll be right back," and he would leave them with their grandmama. Cold cat, and it was like I used to be around those children a lot, and it was like I was not trying to be their dad or not because I had my own kids, and they kids, her kids used to cry. Like, damn, like really? But so in that situation, it wasn't much I could do. It wasn't much I could do, and I'm gonna be honest, that kind of hindered the relationship too. That hindered our progression. Her children.
How did it hinder your relationship?
Because the kids ain't going nowhere. It's like if I'm gonna be with her, I have to tolerate her children. I don't want to put it like, it was just some damn crybabies, bro. My kids was cool. My kids would be rocking and rolling, and they'll be like, I didn't get a kid. Like, chill out. I pick little dude up, trying to spin him in a circle. He start crying like, the hell. It's over, baby. I'm breaking up with you.
Man.
Okay, I had another question, right? Okay, now this other kid, let's say you're going to pick up your kid and his brothers and sisters are still at the house. Now one of the kids say, "Can I call him dad? Can I call Can I call you dad?" Okay, what you gonna say to that kid?
Hey, I'm acting as your father. Don't call me that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not acting as your daddy. Don't call me dad.
Hey, I'm gonna be honest. Keep it 100. I'm gonna make this real quick. I've been in a situation like that where, because of my two boys, and she had a daughter, where they would call me dad and dad, and then she would start calling me dad. I can't tell her like I'm not your father. Like I did not do that. I just told her. I told her mom though, like, yo, she calling me dad. Like, and but she didn't stop.
That's crazy.
That's the facts.
So did it make you feel obligated to
I mean, I was over there so damn much at her house so much. But I didn't be like, you're my daughter. I never played that role. But when she was saying, I didn't get mad at her. Plus, my children was around too. And I would have been kind of effed up like, listen, you're not my child. Like, how do you have to talk with a 4-year-old kid? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Yep.
So what can we do? What can be done? You know what I mean? To kind of
reinforce the black families.
Yeah. That positive reinforcement to let them know that, hey, man, stick by your family, talk to our children, and encourage them to tough it out. When you try to find the best situation for your children to keep that family together, that's the best situation. You got two parents, when one is slacking, the other one could pick up when one's slacking. Because I know in my situation, that's how it worked. Because I know there was times when I wasn't as committed to my children's growth and education type stuff when my wife stepped it up and she was on it, you know what I'm saying? And when I look back, I'd be like, damn, I should have. And I hate that I wasn't there like that because I was focused on something else, whether it was music or religion at the time, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know.
Let me ask you a question. Is your wife right there like
nah.
Is it like nah, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Hey, that's a beautiful thing. But like, how do you teach that? Like, it's like it's so many options today's society.
Yeah,
because you can make it as a single parent in today's society.
Yep,
you can.
That's true.
And we are doing things backwards. It's easier for a woman to have a child with a guy than to get married. That's a bigger commitment in their eyes to have to get married than to have a child with a guy.
That's crazy, man.
That is crazy. That's our society.
That's crazy.
It's not just black folks. It's everybody having them babies out of wedlock.
Yeah. Okay, I had a question though. So, with a man and a wife being in the household, right? Do you think the kids are following protocol, following the blueprint of what's being shown to them throughout their years of growing up?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
So do you think your kids are more likely to stay with their spouse, I guess like you and your wife did? Do you think they're most likely to do that than not?
Yes. Yes, because I know that I patted myself after my pops. I said my pops was there. Never a day that my pops wasn't there. And I could say, you know what, I got a single parent mama. You know what I'm saying? That's not a day in my life. So I'm like, I don't want to put my children through that because I don't even see that situation, But if my wife made it happen that way, okay, that's on her. Because when I got married, I said I let it be known I ain't never leaving. I ain't going nowhere, And that's how I saw my pops do, And he was right there consistently.
Yeah, that's facts. Like I know my first marriage, if my situation didn't occur like it was, we probably would have still been together,
Yeah.
Hey, that's a
I know some situations work out where the parents not there and then the kids say, well, I want to be there for my kids because my parents wasn't there for me.
Hell yeah.
Do you think that's
and wait, and sometimes it'll work the exact opposite too, to where their parents wasn't there. They like, I'm not gonna be there for my children. It's like a double-edged sword.
It's a choice. Yep. Just
double-edged sword.
Yep. Just a choice that you make, man.
Yep. Because I know, like for like with my dad, this is what he told us. He was like, as far as our grandfather, we never met him. He was a Rolling Stone, bunch of kids from Honduras to the freaking New York, and all in between. Kids all over the place, and I never met him. Big bro never met him, and he didn't really acknowledge his children. So, and that made my dad say, "I'm not gonna be that type of father. I'm gonna be there." The children, all kids from the same mama and daddy. Yep. And that's how my man, Mr. Floyd X is doing.
What's that?
That's commendable.
Yeah, committed. Hell yeah.
It's not easy.
From the same mama.
Nope.
Yeah.
Real talk.
Yeah, it's not easy, man. It's not easy. I commend you on that. Much respect on that one. And much respect to all the black men and black women that's trying to stick it out, man, amongst all y'all struggles.
That's
right.
Dust off your halo, Mr. Floyd. Dust that halo off. The halo got a little dust on it.
Stay in the fight, brother. Stay in the fight. Keep your family together. You know what I'm saying? Don't allow.
Yes.
Do your best to make sure no other man raise your children. You there, you raise them. You know what I'm saying? You make that shit happen, bro.
Yeah, we'll talk, y'all. So, on that note, y'all want to smash on to this next topic we got going on.
Here we go. Let's do it.
All right, so Mr. Cain Valazquez, I don't know if you guys heard about his situation.
Now,
Wait.
you skipped past something.
Shout
Oh, you
out.
did?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. My bad, y'all.
Wake up.
Let me
Wake up, Jay.
let me back that up. Let me rewind that. You know, to everybody that's been tapping into the show, I want to appreciate y'all for looking at the show. You know, whether it be on social media or whatever the case may be. I want to give a shout out to the Homage Way Car Club, La Brea Truck and Towing, Tunnel Vision, Black August Studios, Wukusu, Disneyland Magical Adventures, Kilo 2 and Nola J. They can be found on every music platform, social media website. Um, just want to say appreciate y'all tapping into the show. And yeah, that's our shout outs for this weekend. So y'all want to move on to the next topic. We ready?
Yes, sir. Well, one last. We got one question from the brother.
Okay.
I mean, just if we could address it real quickly.
Oh yeah, definitely.
What if the child's parent has passed away?
I said, "What up, Big Bub?" My bad. I was. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah.
I didn't hear the question though.
He said, "What if the child's parent has passed away?" And I mean, I look
Good
at
question.
that. I look at it the same sense of if they was addicted to crack, or drugs, that you have a little more sympathy, especially if they passed away. I would probably be more likely to step up because there is no one there for that position, and I would be like, you know what, I'm willing to take on that responsibility.
But even if they didn't pass away, if I'm in the household and we're together, I'm
But we just talking about in passing, coming to go pick up your child. You know, in that situation, then if there was nobody there to do that, I would probably take it on. Like, you know what? Come on, let's go. In that situation,
okay, now
I'd be like, you ain't got an uncle. Come on, Isaiah, let's get about here. You ain't got no uncles.
Oh man!
But look though, okay, Mr. Floyd. Okay, you said you would take on that responsibility, right?
Yeah, I'll be more inclined.
Okay, so with that being said, that'd be mentally, physically, and financially. You would take on that role model as stepdad.
Yeah, I would. I would do it. I would be like, because that is to me, it's the same as going out helping the youth in the community. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's the same situation to me. I would take that on. Your parent passed away. I got to have a lot more sympathy for you and a lot more concern and care. That's how I look at it.
But how does that not fall in the category as the parent just don't care about them?
I think in that sense, if I feel like I'm being cheated, I feel like somebody's handed me a bag, say, "Hey, you carry that for me," and they out there doing their shit. That's how I look at it. That's how I look at it, man.
I never heard it like that.
Like they handed me a load. Hey, you take care of my load for me.
Wow.
That's how I look at it.
Hold that. Damn.
Sorry, kid.
Blame your daddy. Blame your daddy.
That was deep.
Real talk, man.
You say you ain't carrying no bag, huh?
Nah.
Damn. There you go.
Enough said. Focus up, baby.
Enough said. Focus
up. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. So y'all, we ready to move on to the next topic? Okay.
Yeah. Here we go. There we
go. Okay.
Here we go.
Hey. This your topic, Mr. JC.
Oh my goodness.
I ain't saying it like that. Like, wait, hold up.
Oh my goodness. Flirting in the okay. What concept? What do we call flirting in the workplace, huh? Okay, I got a situation, right? I work with all women, right? So it's like, women say, "Hi, Joy," and this and that, and this and that. Give you compliments and this and that. Okay, so how do you tell if a woman is flirting with you? Period.
Ooh, they give signs. I can say
There
that.
she go. When
Because
she
sometimes we
says,
can overthink.
Too much
I
attention.
know.
If they giving you too much attention,
What
I
is
think
that on a daily basis? Being professional, saying, "I like your shoes,
Hey,
Joy. I like your hair, Joy."
my senses is up all the time. She said hi. Oh, she wanted. She wanted. She wanted. Uh-huh. You heard her? You heard her say hi?
want it. Say hi.
Hey,
Buddy.
wait. You know, I'm kind of that's kind of clown. But honestly, like in the workplace, when I was younger, I was running amok. But I found that it could get you in trouble just from stuff I've seen with people. I remember when I was a school bus driver, I seen a guy get a sexual harassment suit. They put a sexual harassment on him. And I was a young guy flirting on the bus yard with everybody, everything moving, white, black, whatever, whoever was with the business. Let's rock and roll, baby girl. And I was not one of them guys that was flirting and wouldn't do it. You know, how some people be like, oh, nah, I'm like, oh, I was with it. But in my older years as a mature man, now it's like, that's not good. It's kind of dangerous. And sometimes women are just being nice, but a lot of times a guy can misconstrue it as, oh, she wanted. Do it.
But how do you? Okay, females know when the man is flirting, right? Off top, right?
Yeah.
But how do you know when a woman is flirting, dog? How do you know?
I don't think some females don't. They take some things they take as a as flirting when you really not. You just being nice. You know what I'm saying? So it's like either side could get it misconstrued. You know what I'm saying? That's my opinion. Either side could get it twisted. And that's why I would say in the sense of if I'm at work with somebody and I'm single and I want to get with that person, I'm gonna shoot my shot, I guess you would say. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. It ain't no she could flirt all day. They could do all they want all day, but I'm not gonna what's the word? What I'm looking for? I'm not
indulging.
Indulge. I'm not following their lead. That's what I mean to say.
Okay, so a married man's getting quote unquote flirted with on a daily basis, and he's not sure, if they're flirting or they're just being friendly. But at the same time, he's not comfortable by the things that's being said toward him by female coworkers. How do you go about that when you're married?
I would say address it. Just let her know personally first. Don't go call the authorities. You let her know personally. I'm married. You know what I'm saying? Stop.
Straight to HHR. HR.
Stop it. And then if she don't stop, then you take it to that next level. That's how I would handle that situation.
A guy ain't gonna do that though.
A next level? What's the next level though?
If she's
take her in the back room.
If she harassing you, flirting with you, and and touching you as you walk by, if it's uncomfortable, you gotta be like, hey, I'm not comfortable with this. If you're okay with it, you're okay with it.
You gonna go report Janet Jackson because she's flirting with you, right?
Hey, if necessary, be like, hey, tell her to stop because it's an uncomfortable work environment.
But see, wait, but see, it kind of goes the same. It's like a woman when a guy she don't like is flirting with her. But if it's guy she likes or it's cute, it's cute. It's cool. It's cute. Cause I know, like, I got a flirtatious personality. Like a lot of times it seems like I'm always flirting with a chick or something. Like, and like I was told that by my wife, but it's like that's kind of my personality. Like, hey, girl, you look nice. I like that dress and stuff like that. And my chick will be looking at me like, really? And I'm like, yeah. But yeah, it's just how you handle it. Or I think it's who flirting.
Yeah.
I got another question though. Okay.
You don't want Precious flirting with you all day. Precious.
I got another question though. What if your wife is being flirted with and she's not telling you? How do you go about, how do you process when your wife says, oh, no, he's just playing. But you knowing this dude is trying to flirt with your wife and you knowing the words he's saying is just not cool. How do you process that?
How do you process?
Who taking this one? I'm like this. This is me. Like I remember my ex. It's like I'm like, you can't tell me guys ain't hitting on you every day. Big old and stuff like that. I know you walking down the halls, cats is hollering. So I'm not insecure like that. I don't know what's going on, and you just gotta trust that your woman's going to make the right choice or whatever. You know, you can't control what's going on in the work environment. But even if you're hearing about it, you know, like, oh, he really trying to knock this down, and you freaking laughing and chummy like it's cool. You know, your head is on fire, like she telling you, oh, he did this at work, and you like, who's that again? Who? What's his name? Oh, the tall one. Okay, all right. I'm gonna be up there tomorrow.
Hey, man, oh man.
So you would rather her tell you than not tell you?
I don't want to know. Don't tell me nothing. Don't
How
tell
about you,
me
Mr.
nothing.
Floyd?
I'm ignorant.
If it bothers her, let me know. If it's a bother, let me know. But if you feel I wouldn't want to know, if you are enjoying it, you know, don't tell me. You know,
if she's enjoying it, don't tell you.
I mean, if it makes the workplace, if a woman is flirting with me at work and I'm having fun, she's like, "Hey, handsome," and I'm like, "Hey, what's up?" I'm enjoying it. Somebody think I'm handsome, you know. What I'm gonna go home and tell my wife that for? Hey, she keep calling me handsome at work. I'm just gonna enjoy it at work.
Big bro blushing. That must have really happened. It's turning red and shit. That's facts though.
Real talk, man. Just enjoy it. Shit.
Yeah, just enjoy.
So it wouldn't bother you as much, you know what I mean, unless she said, this ugly dude is messing with me and I'm tired of him looking at me.
Yeah, if it's a line and it's bothering her, hey, let me
know.
You know, sir.
It is a line though. It is a line. Like he calling her or something. You like, what? Wait a minute. Like him? Yeah, it's definitely a line.
What about male coworkers having your wife's number and communicating with her on a daily or every other day just to talk about the job, or you know what I mean?
You gotta
How would you feel about that?
That's all on the wife right there.
Yep, real talk.
That's all on her.
Yep.
Like, how would you feel, Mr. JC? See, Mr. JC be asking questions, and
that's because y'all ain't asking nothing. Nigga, y'all need to speak.
I mean, you going back. So how do you feel about, like, if your wife was on the work, you know, getting flirted, like what they call it, my work husband?
I hate that term. That sounds
yeah.
No, I ain't never heard of that. I wouldn't want to hear that either. No, that ain't working on me.
That's a definite saying.
We had a question for one of our viewers.
Yeah.
Oh, that was I think it was just a statement. Say your girl's response causes your response. I agree with that. Like if she don't like it, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I don't like it either. If you love it,
right.
Okay.
Right. Yeah, don't tell me
would you prefer
cutesy.
Yeah.
Would you prefer her go to her supervisor first or come to you first?
I'm probably a supervisor, you know, to handle the work situation. You know, I don't have no real authority over there, so you know. Go there first.
Yeah, we got parking lot authority.
Yeah, if your supervisor can't handle it, then you come and get me.
Yeah. I'm the supervisor in the parking lot. I need to talk to you.
I'm gonna come pick you up, huh?
That's right.
Yeah, I gotta talk to you, buddy. Work husband.
That's right. That's right. So would you suggest to your young ones not to have a relationship on the job, or would that matter?
I suggest that. I suggest that's like taking a dump where you eating at. Like, I suggest not to do that. Even though I did it as a younger dude, I would not do it now. I would not do it.
Hey, our brother from La Brea Trucking wants to chime in. Y'all want to bring him in?
Well, come on in.
Tap
Mr.
in, baby.
Face.
Good morning. How you doing, brother Face Low?
Hey, what's happening, fellas? What's happening with you?
Doing good, bro. What's your perspective on it, man?
Man, it looks like you just read my response, man. So your girl's response is your response. And what I mean by that is if your girl is at work and accepting it and passing it on, you know what I mean, and you don't know about it, that's one thing. But if she come home like, hey, this dude keep flirting with me, I made it clear that I'm happily married and I don't want nothing to do with him, but he just won't stop, that's when you respond. You know what I'm saying? You don't really just jump the gun just because some cat is flirting, you know, on GP. You know what I mean? Because, you know, you got with her because it was something about her you liked. You know what I'm saying? So somebody going to holler at her some one way or another. It's the inevitable. So that's, you know, my take on that one all day long.
For sure.
Well, thanks for that input, brother. Thanks for that input.
Yeah, so, nobody want to be like, yeah, ain't nobody talking about girl at work. I ain't worried about her. Nah.
Don't you believe it?
No, I'm saying though, but you wouldn't be with a girl who nobody likes but you. Everybody, women, you feel.
Nah, some of these brothers can keep their girls, dog. Don't say it like that. Yeah, some of them can keep the bag over their head. Oh, you just keep it moving. You know what I mean?
Well, hey, let's move on. We got like 4 minutes left. Want to move on to that last topic? You gonna stick around, Mr. Face? Stick around with us, brother. We're gonna move.
Stick around. Talk to me.
All right. Let me.
Mr. Cain.
Okay.
Go ahead. Oh, you gonna play the story?
I was just gonna put his picture up. Go ahead, speak on it, J. Walt.
Oh, Mr. Cain Valazquez, former UFC champion, heavyweight champion. He got to a little situation where a relative of his, a 4-year-old girl, was allegedly molested by a daycare worker, and he tracked the guy down, allegedly gunned at him and was trying to kill him, chased him, and they got a little bit on videotape where he was chasing him and trying to shoot him, and that was a campaign to free Cain, because just because of what happened, they won't even give him bail. He has attempted murder is his charge, and assault with a deadly weapon. How you guys feel about that? Should he get bail or what?
Yeah, I
believe he should get bail. Yeah. I don't think he should be getting no attempts on his, but I mean, I know he attempted, but yeah, he should get bail. He should get bail. I mean,
bail is one thing, you know what I mean, but he got to do his due diligence with the trial and all that kind of fun stuff there because of his popularity. That don't give him no ghetto pass to get free just because, you know what I'm saying? And that's probably what the judge is looking at in the big picture, in my opinion. But on that same note, you know what I mean? That could be considered temporary insanity. You know what I'm saying? Because if somebody put hands on one of my young relatives, it ain't even got to be a young relative, but 4-year-old in general, you need to be hung. You know what I'm saying? But on the same note, bail, he's not known to be a criminal. You know what I'm saying? He's a public figure. So with that being said, he's not necessarily gonna flee. You know what I mean? Because that's the reason that you don't give folks bail is because they're you worry about them running and nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? And I don't see him as being high risk. You know what I mean? So let him go and bring him back to court. You know what I mean? And if he did a crime, you know what I mean, he got to do the time for it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, I think he should get bail because that doesn't excuse what happened. Because if he did what they saying he did, like even if the guy who he was trying to kill was a piece of filth, that's just how the laws work,
Mm-hmm.
But basically he did what a lot of us say we would do if something happened.
He did. The judge would have did that.
Yeah. Hey.
I had a question. Do you think that's called blacking out, or do you think he was in his right mind?
That's why I said temporary insanity.
Yeah, he chased him down. So he chased him down. I don't know, was it the heat of the moment? I couldn't tell you, but Hey.
Yeah. But here's what if he would have got hold of him with his bare hands? Cain Valazquez is a beast. Like he
Yeah, licensed.
Lesnar.
Yeah,
Like
he got registered hands.
He got registered hands. Yep.
if he would have got hold of that dude, ooh, man,
it's crazy.
Yeah.
I just say, man, you can't take the law to your own hands. You know, I know it sounds feasible, but it's consequences to that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Unfortunately.
Yeah. Like, okay, because the dude was arrested and then he was freed on bail, and then you chasing him down while he out on bail, but he was about to face whatever, you know.
Oh.
Yeah.
He could have waited till he got up in there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's easier to catch him up in there than it is on the street. You could have waited till you got up in there. You know what I mean? Catch a little DUI case or something, go up in there and do you do.
Look like we're at the end of our show here today.
Yes, sir, fellas.
Good show. Hey, Mr. Face, can you stick around? I want to talk to you about some business aspect. If y'all JC and Jay Walk, let's stick around after the show so we could have a little convo.
10-4.
All right. So that's it. We check it out. Thanks for joining the show. Everybody that's watching, we greatly appreciate it. Look forward to seeing y'all next week. That's the end of the show.
Same bad time, same bad channel.
Yes.
All right, folks.
All right.